people, if anybody is watching us, we are joined tonight by somebody who's approached us over on Twitter with the username of Sky, but the real live name is Stephanie.
Yeah,
So can I give a real big warning? Welcome, Stephanie, and thank you for joining us.
thank you. It's a pleasure to do this and be here.
Excellent. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself and how you came to become an OMD fan?
Sure. As you said, I'm Stephanie. I live just outside Edinburgh in good old Scotland. I'm currently 27 years old. I've been an OND fan since I was about 5 or 6 years old. Um, I could briefly remember my first introduction to OND. Remember sitting on the floor, hearing Talking Loud and Clear. Uh, Parents were like sort of like, "Oh, this is what we grew up listening to, and you should listen to this instead," and all that. And I was blown away as a child. So yeah, and they've been a part of my life ever since. Kind of fallen off like like a few years ago. I kind of fell off a little bit, but that was, you know, life has its ways and means, but still very much a big fan. And yeah, they've been a part of my life for a very long time, thanks to my parents.
That's really good. So, was there or is there any particular album that you would call your standout album?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think for me, probably the standout one is probably going to maybe be Organisation, because when I was younger, I was obviously only like exposed to like their greatest hits or what they were best known for. So when it came to something like Organisation, and yes, Enola Gay is on that album, but the rest of the album's very gothic, it's very different from like what they're probably best known for. So for me, that kind of stood out because I got to sort of see the other side to OMD, this like sort of experimental, pushing the boundaries a little bit, kind of gothic side to their band. And yeah, I was absolutely blown away. So yeah, probably Organisation is the one that stands out for me personally.
And that sort of fits in with the Tim's party, which we had on, was it Saturday? Saturday, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Which was a really good feed and great to have Andy sort of live streaming over on Twitter. So
Yes.
many albums. I know MD have released many singles over the decades. Can you think of an album track that you think maybe should
Radio waves. I think probably
have
everybody said that. um, I remember hearing, I think Andy say it should have been a single way back when, in like 2008 or something like that, when they played it. And I remember standing there agreeing, sort of saying, yes, it should have been. Um, I didn't know that Radio Waves was loved so much when I was like a child. Oh, excuse me. But um yes. What have I done?
You're okay. Don't worry. Everything's coming through okay. Yeah, Radio Waves,
That's good.
brilliant track.
There we go.
Yep, they are. You're on.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant track, and live it's so danceable, and the energy that comes from the band when they perform it live is brilliant. And it's nice that it has been used in fairly recent years live as well, isn't it?
It
Um,
has, yes.
did you get to see them in recent times?
The last time I saw them live was at the Museum of Liverpool. That was the last time I saw them live. So recent-ish. Can't remember how far along that was now. It's probably about 4 years or something like that now. But that was the last time I saw them live.
That was an amazing concert, and you were very lucky to have got a ticket for that. That was, that was really, really good. So as I say, Stephanie, I keep these things quite short, not too long. So I try and pop in a random question, silly question. So in the morning, is it?
I don't drink either. I'm that person that doesn't drink either, which there's some people who are absolutely shocked and upset about that, and there's other people who are like, oh, that's understandable. I drink water a lot of the time, so I guess water would be my go-to, but if I had to choose between the two of them, I'd probably choose tea, because I stay away from caffeine. So yeah, that's probably going to be my choice.
I always end up asking a question where somebody can't take part because of the things, which is always the way. And I take it you're looking forward to news of a potential new album that's on its way.
Yes, absolutely. And hopefully, fingers crossed, all things considered in the world, I'll get to see OMD in Edinburgh. That will be a dream come true for me.
That
I've held my
November.
Yeah, that's in the November tour. I've held my hopes on that for years, and I knew Andy, I think's never liked the Playhouse in Edinburgh. He never liked it, and so I was like, oh, maybe they won't come, but I've been proven wrong, thankfully.
Well, something to look forward to, and it does seem very optimistic and that they will be playing in November. I'm doing an interview
Fingers
with Andy
crossed.
on Monday, which you may be aware of here, 7:30, and I'm sure we will be getting some answers to some questions. Stephanie, I'm going to say thank you ever so much for joining us, and great to see you, and great to see you over on the world of Twitter.
Yes,
And all being well, we'll catch you another time, and we'll see you at a concert.
fingers crossed. Yes.